Well, we have with us today one of my favorites. I think, what is this, our third interview, Billy Don?
Maybe I don't know.
Something
no
like
idea.
that.
Really?
I'm sure glad to have Billy Don Burns here with me. He is here to do a show at Coral Reef Lounge with the Whites of Texas, and here on South Padre Island this Thursday, January 19th, at 4 to 7, right? I believe it is 4 to 7 is what the event says. So if you're around the area, make sure and head into that. So Billy Don, what you been up to?
And just sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Right. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but it'll make the interview good. I was in such a hurry today, I didn't even have time to put underwear on. So talk about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's how it goes.
A little more.
It is how it is.
Okay.
There's your song. So
You want to do it in the nude?
no,
Okay.
not really.
Okay.
I bet it's funny because like we're here on South Padre Island, we wear bikinis around here, and I've noticed if I go anywhere else in something like this or a bikini, people are like, "What are you doing?" Or even posting a picture in a bikini, people make comments. But here it's just normal as it's every day.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah.
I know you know what I mean.
Beach town.
So yeah,
That's all I have is bikinis.
yeah, bikinis. But anyway, you're doing a new album.
Just about got it done.
Do you?
Waiting on Billy Mingus to put a part on it. Other than that, it's ready to go.
Awesome.
Shooter Jennings released it on what's his label? Black Country Rock, VCR, out of LA, and should be out by the middle of the summer.
Okay. All right. Cool.
If we can get Mingus in gear, we'll got this thing completed.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that for sure. And you've gotten some new songs put out with a few people, haven't you, recently?
I can't remember. I mean, somebody's always cutting one, but
Coulter Wall. I saw
yeah.
the Lonesome 77203.
no, Coulter did Wild Dogs.
Oh, Wild Dogs did he?
And it did pretty good. It was in 2 different commercials, which paid me decent, you know.
Well, I don't think I've heard that yet, because I would have been like, what? There it is. Look at that. That's cool.
Check it out. It's good too.
I will. I sure will. And you seen old Josh Morningstar lately?
We played somewhere together about a month ago, but I can't remember where we played at. But I see him. We work together every month or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He kind of started out with me, you know.
Yeah.
That's how we got to know each other.
Yeah. I got to know him through Chris Gantry, but
yeah, is old Chris still down here in
Galveston?
Galveston, yeah.
Yeah. He was in Nashville forever, and he moved to Galveston
Oh, I know.
years ago.
I met Chris about 75, and you know he had a hit on Glenn Campbell on Galveston. Remember that song?
Yeah. Dreams of the Everyday Housewife. Yeah. He did a couple with my dad as well. And that's just, so it's kind of like a generational thing. We've all recorded his music or going to or whatever. But he's a great songwriter. And
good guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. But yeah, you coming up with a 51-day tour. I heard you tell Phil Kranz, I do believe.
51 nighters.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Are you thinking?
I'm a road warrior.
I know.
I'm a great road warrior. One thing about being a road warrior more, you know.
I do know, actually.
I like it that everybody can't do that, but I can.
Yeah.
Because that's all I know.
Right? And yeah, you've been doing it for so long now.
5, 10 years anyway.
Yeah. It's so.
How about 50?
5 or 10, 50. 50. Yeah, it's like 50 years. So, But I'm sure looking forward to that new album, and his merchandise, I'm sure, is up on his website, Billy Don Burns.
Cody Jinks is singing a song with me on it, and Shooter Jennings is singing one, and Wade Jennings. And then if you're familiar with that new kid named Wes Ship, that
Yeah,
he got a single out on my song.
yeah.
He asked me to sing on it, and he was in Kentucky or somewhere. And I said, "Come to Nashville. My buddy's got $1 million studio. It won't cost us nothing, and let's do my part here." And when he did, I thought, I'm gonna give this kid a shot. So he's singing with me on the album.
Well, is that how that? I didn't know how the story behind it, but I talked to him on social media. Him and Taft Simmons, the one I told you he wrote a song about you. It's really good. And there's just so much great stuff out there, but that's good because Westship, he seems like a real good guy.
Good guy, and I think he's great talent. I think he's, everywhere I work with him, they love him,
Yeah, yeah. And I saw you go with Layla Tucker after Olivia. Of course, I have to mention my daughter, Olivia Seay.
Yeah. I had fun with your daughter. She was nice, and we got to be pretty good friends, and then we lost contact, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she'll be back around. Her dad lives in Puerto Rico, so she tells me she's international. I'm an international mom. Yeah. So
anyway, all
all parents, we're not. Well, my son thinks I'm cool. He said I'm the female Eminem, but the rest of them, parents just are not the coolest people, I guess. Didn't you just see your daughter?
I just see my daughter and 3 grandkids out in California. It was nice. We actually met at her mother's house because about halfway from where she lives, and their mother and her husband, they were real nice. As a matter of fact, her mother cooked dinner for us that night, which is my ex,
Yeah. But, nice.
So we get along. I mean, we don't see each other much, but it's the first time I'd seen her in about 3 years. But
yeah.
She married a nice guy, and they're happy.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. Well, I'm glad to hear you're going to be just within a mile of me tomorrow night from 4 to 7 at the Coral Reef Lounge with the Whites of Texas. I'm so looking forward to that show.
I met those guys last night, and they're nice cats, man. And I heard one of them actually, him and his wife, and they're great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have heard the Whites, and they're very good. There's a lot of great musicians on the island. Lots of fun times. All we really do, you can see all the guitars around. We sit around and play guitar and make music. That's what we love to do.
I've played a lot of beach towns. It's my first time down here, but to me, they're very similar. I mean, whether you're talking Hawaii or Panama City, or wherever.
Oh, yeah. You got your t-shirt shops and all your touristy stuff.
And you got bikes and all kind of shit.
The golf carts we have here. Yeah. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. I sit and watch them go by, and I see so much funny stuff. I see a lot of them trying to take selfies on rented bicycles. Like a couple want to put the camera up for a selfie, and then they crash. I've seen it so much. But hey, let's get you to everything you got to get to, because I know you have more appointments ahead here.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, man. If anybody local wants to come out, I just do my songs, and I'm not famous or nothing, but I'm high-fast famous, I guess.
Well, I think to a lot of people, you'd be considered famous, whatever that even means, really. But to some people, lots of people actually, you definitely would. So.
Well, Billy Joe died on us, which him and Richie Albright, they were kind of markers for me, every time I'd get to feeling like the road was getting rough. They were 10 years older than me, both of them, but they've gone home now.
So many
I made Billy Joe's new book, I'm going to Cross That River. Somebody just told me the other day. Yeah, Billy Joe's a good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
A lot of Wayland's people. Never really got to know many of Willie's people, but Willie did do a couple of tunes, and always when I was with him, he was never with the band, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. And I know you work with so many greats like Hank Cochran and Johnny Paycheck. And
Yeah.
I love Don't Touch Me, Jeannie Seeley. I know Hank Cochran wrote that.
Yeah.
And just, you've worked with a gazillion great artists. And
50 years, you know, it's actually my 53rd year we're going into. And, you know, I'm mostly I'm a honky tonker, you know.
I know you are.
But
Yeah.
every now and then I'll land a big show with somebody. Well, Cody, he told me he'll get me on a couple when this album comes out. That's always like 35, 40,000 people, you know. And so, you know, I figured this would be my last one, but if I live, I'll do another one, I'm sure, you know.
Well, you're pretty hardcore. I think you'll make it. People are living past 100 these days.
I don't want to live past 100. I don't want to get in my 80s.
Yeah.
I'm a road warrior. I don't want to die.
No. Stay healthy.
I'll help that all I can. I'm having all I can now. Up to 2 packs a day. Smoking. Been smoking since I was 6. Drank a lot. Off the hard drugs. You know.
Well, I do. I think a lot of people do, and I think they appreciate you being open about it because so many people do struggle with these things, you know.
Well, everybody knows I went to prison over it, you know. That's really why I quit. I didn't quit because I could handle it, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody can handle their drugs. I could handle mine. But,
yeah, same. We're alike in that way.
But the law, you know.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle prison again.
I was listening to Running Drugs Out of Mexico as I was headed to Progreso, Mexico, the other day.
Cool.
Yeah. And I get over there, but I'm always glad to get back on U.S. soil, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But I heard you in an interview we did the other day saying, because I was listening just to refresh my memory, because my memory is so bad. And you said, get a hold of Jeb Brown.
Yeah.
And we'll do a show together. Book it. We'll do a show together up there. You and me. I need to do that. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. I ain't played Jeb's in a while, but play it every now and then, you know.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
We gotta have our adventures while we can. And tomorrow, tomorrow, an adventure at Coral Reef Lounge. There we go.
Hope somebody comes out. I think we'll probably have a crowd because, you know, between the Whites and Billy and all the dancing girls, you know.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get you down here for so long, and you're going to be at what used to be my hangout. It's all of the locals, the people that have lived here forever. They're very familiar with Coral Reef.
Well, hey, thank you for having me over, baby. And
thank you, Billy Dunn. I enjoyed it.
You're a beautiful girl and got a beautiful daughter and a beautiful son.
Well, I appreciate that very much, and I hope we can have some more fun. We will.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you. And I'll add into that later. I'll make it good. I knew I could make it quick, so it's like, let's just get this done and out of the way. Let's do it. Because I didn't want to not be able to do it.